Good evening, Rabotai. Continuing the Vidui Gadol. One of the next entry is Ni'atznu, which is we have infuriated, we have upset HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And in that category it says, Ishtamashnu B'kitrash Torah Shemot HaKodesh. That we have used the crown of the Torah and we have used Hashem's names for our personal benefit. And what doing Teshuva for this means also that when we go and celebrate mitzvot and we go and make celebrations for mitzvot and for holy things, that we make sure the main focus is the holy things and the mitzvah, and we don't take the kavod of the mitzvah and the celebration for the mitzvah and we use it for our kavod or for our ga'ava, chas v'shalom. We know that many times we have britot, we have weddings, we have yoshvos, we have all these great things that we get together for to celebrate or to remember or to commemorate. And a lot of times we can use this chas v'shalom as an excuse for our party, or an excuse to give ourselves kavod, to show off what wealth we have, what beautiful things we can buy. And chas v'shalom, this is not we're missing the point, we're missing the idea of Simcha and mitzvah. It's supposed to be about the mitzvah, the main thing, and not about showing how much money we have, or what I bought, or look what party I made. As we know, the Rambam writes in Perek Yudan Lichot Avel, he writes that there was a custom in the Gemara, they used to go and put a lot of kelim, they used to bury a lot of nice things with the person who passed away. It was a kavod for him. But the Gemara says this is considered wasting it. It's considered bal tashchit. Bal tashchit is a negative prohibition in the Torah, and Pashat Kiteseh. You're not allowed to cut down the fruit tree for no reason, right? So therefore, we learn from here, the poskim learn from here, you're also not allowed to throw away things for no reason. The Rambam says that whoever is marbeh kelim al met, whoever puts a lot of vessels and a lot of expensive things on the met, it's bal tashchit, and we have to teach people not to do that. So even though he was doing it for kavod, it's considered bal tashchit if you're doing it just for kavod. So therefore, a person has to know you're wasting. A person gets very crazy flowers, or a person gets very crazy decoration. Okay, if you're saying it's for the honor of the Torah, if you're saying it's for the sake of the mitzvah, at least it's l'shem shamayim. But a person who does it in his heart, Hashem knows he's doing it just to show off, just to show the next guy, you see, I did better than you. You see, I spent $100,000 in flowers. You only spent $70,000 in flowers. I one-upped him. Did you go to so-and-so's party? Why? Chabal al-Azman. What? He took out our eyes. We went to that party, they say. This person missing the whole point. The mitzvah becomes the forgotten past, and everybody thinks about the Hagigah, about how beautiful and how nice and how enjoyable it was, and they forget. To the mitzvah, a person invests, he brings a person for decor, a person invests in making sure the place looks nice. A person should invest, number one, making sure the mitzvah is done right. That the bar mitzvah boy is doing all the laws that bar mitzvah boy is supposed to be doing. He's putting on tefillin at the right time before his bar mitzvah even. They do the brit, and the mohel is going to do the brit milah properly. What kind of mohel is he? How does he do the brit milah? Who is going to be the mesekeder kiddushin? Is he going to do the kiddushin like halacha, the shabrachot halacha? All these things have to be the first priority, and afterwards, all these things come afterwards. There's also a tremendous idea of being worrying about ayin hara. The Gemara Masechet Bava Metzia says that bracha only stays on things that are hidden from the eye. The Gemara says, name a Rav over there also, that 99 people die from ayin hara, and one person dies from old age out of 100. So a person says, well, we have ayin hara, we put the blue eye in front of our house. We need to skula to protect from ayin hara. Don't do things that bring you ayin hara, and they'll protect you from ayin hara. So we're saying we're worried about ayin hara, but you bring yourself ayin hara when you do all these things. Person makes other people feel guilty, makes other people feel jealous, he makes other people feel, oh, they have, I don't, I wish, you see, I'm embarrassed to make a party, I can't make like they just made last week a crazy party, how am I supposed to make a party? I feel embarrassed, I don't have how to afford it. Person has to think not only about himself, he has to think about his whole community and about everybody else. And what? The prices are going to keep going up and up and up and up for a seat, and it's okay, we're going to continue. Those who are strong will survive, let everybody else drop dead. What is that? That's not fair. It's not fair. A person has to think about himself and the community members too. You're not only alone over here. So a person has to think about ayin hara. He has to think about his the feelings of people around him. He has to think about bal tashchit, not wasting money. All these things. The Rambam says it's better to do it for kavod. Better to give it to aniyim. Go to give aniyim. A person makes a yeshua. He wants to go and know what's a big Elul nishmat. To learn and to give taniyim tzedakah is a big Elul nishmat. To go and make 700 people in one place to give them a 5-course meal and nobody listens to the one who's speaking, this is going to be kavod for the med. This is not kavod for the med. This is just, sometimes people do it just pakazucha, just to show off. What they want to show off, look what I can do, look how entertaining I could be, ho 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 ha ha ha. What, all this for what? For what? For who? Who are you kidding? Hashem sees all of this. And we have to do Teshuva before Rosh Hashanah for all of this. So therefore a person has to know, if you have a Simcha coming up, you go to your family member and say, don't be pakazucha, don't be a show-off. Do it for the niftar, do it for the mitzvah, do it for the Shem Shamayim. And what? Kina ta'ava kavod, motzi natan me'olam, the Pirkei Avot says. If you start doing things based on kavod, and jealousy, and for desires, you're not going to get the end of it. You have 100, you want 200, you have 200, you want 400. It's never ending. You're going to be lost from reality. You're going to lose chelik olam haba, chas v'shalom. So the person has to be very careful to do things modestly, do things for the... And this will teach our community to make things more sustainable. Okay, we have money. What's going to be with our kids? What are we teaching our kids? We have kids walking in the shul and they're flipping ties. They say, what watch you wearing? What tie you wearing? What suit you wearing? Oh, this Mercedes, this costs this much. Oh, this Lexus costs this much. This is what we teach our children. They're all very materialistic. They only look how much things cost and how much you have versus I have. And this, Bar Mitzvah always telling you, my father, I told him he has to buy me a Rolex. He's Bar Mitzvah boy. Bar Mitzvah, does it make any sense? This is what we teach our children, even without saying it, just by how we behave. So therefore, we have to go and make sure that we don't use Hashem's mitzvot as an excuse for a party. We don't use Hashem's mitzvot to say another opportunity to go and show off what I have. So therefore, Rabbatai, we should make Teshuva and this, and Mizat Hashem, all our smachot should be L'Shem Shamayim. There's a story of the raven, Midrash says the story, how the raven saw one day how the Yonah, the dove, was walking very nice. And the raven wanted to walk like the Yonah. So he started to imitate the dove, and then he forgot how to walk like the dove, and he forgot how to walk like himself. So ended up being, the Midrash says, from then on, the raven became only able to hop. That's why the raven can only hop, says Midrash. So it ends up being when a person tries to be like somebody else, and he ends up not being somebody else, and he forgets who he himself is. Ends up being he's nobody. So therefore a person has to make sure, be yourself. Don't try to copy this social media that we have today. Everybody tries to be somebody else, try to pretend to be somebody else. Be yourself, be honest, be L'Shem Shamayim.